future. As a company, Tunga, we dedicate to providing high-quality fish feed. We are also deeply invested in the success and growth of the aquaculture industry. Today's event is not only to celebrate the achievements of the individual farmers and students, but also underscores the collaborative effort required to propel our aquaculture industry forward. It is a testament to the spirit of innovation, resilience, and collaboration that defines our industry. As we gather here to honor the best among us, let us also remember the challenges that confront our fish farmers. On a daily basis, we've seen costs of inputs going up, the whole cost of production going up, and farmers struggling to break even, not make a profit. It is incumbent upon all stakeholders, including government agencies, private enterprises, civil society organizations, to work together to address these challenges and create enabling environment to sustainable growth in the fish farming sector. At Tunga Nutrition, we remain committed to supporting our fish farmers by providing them with not only superior quality nutrition products, but also technical expertise, training programs, and where possible, market linkages. Together, we can harness the full potential of aquaculture to improve livelihoods, alleviate poverty, and contribute to the overall development of our nation. This, our belief, is the only way to grow. And as you can see, our motto at Tunga Nutrition is growing together. So we really want that everyone that we are working together, to see the benefits or to be profitable at the end of the day. As I close, I would like to once again extend my sincere congratulations to all the participants of the Best Fish Farmer competition. Your dedication and passion inspire us all, and I have no doubt that you will continue to make significant contribution to the prosperity of our industry. On behalf of Tunga, we celebrate you. Thank you.
Makofi ya kilo. In Dala, we are known to be very passionate about everything we do, right? You know what I mean. So even the clapping should be as passionate as how the life is lived. Various partners. Our next speaker is Mr. Cecil Otieno from the Kenya Fisheries Services. He'll tell us also what it is that the government is doing around the same. Karibu sana.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cecil Otieno. I'm a fishery officer from Kenya Fisheries Service, which is a state corporation. It is with deep appreciation that I have the pleasure to address this 2024 edition of Best Fish Farmers Awards ceremony on behalf of Kenya Fisheries Service. Today, I'm not attending this ceremony as a fishery officer, but also as a proud fish farmer. Over the past years, the fisheries sector has received less attention, but with the recent interventions, promotion of fish production, which we are a regulator in the sector. So I want to advise and urge all the actors in the sector to always come to our office. We are open, and we shall advise you accordingly on the steps you shall take so that your hatcheries can be authorized, and also people interested in cage farming. We are also the regulator in that field. So I want to congratulate all the participants and thank all the stakeholders who are here. And as you go back, I want to wish you journey masses and always welcome in Kisumu. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You've heard, if you're going to do anything in the lake, you must talk to them. I hope everybody knows where their offices are. Yeah? They don't know. Please, the regulations are very serious and important. So as you're putting in your cage or whatever it is you're doing, please do collaborate. Government has a lot of information, as is mentioned, that is all designed to help you do your work much better and become a much better farmer or whatever sector you play. So on behalf of Lattice and Larry, we want to thank our supporters, our funders, our partners. It's been a lovely journey since we decided to support aquaculture, culminating into this, our premier event, where we want to recognize the hard work that the farmers and the students are doing in their spheres to really push this agenda forward. Would like to, at this point, move on to our colleague, John Eric, the technical manager, our technical lead, to take us through the whole process of how we reached to this great day, even as we count down towards announcing our great winner. Lydia?
Thank you, Lillian. Is John Eric ready? John Eric, can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Where are you?
I'm actually in the Netherlands.
It's amazing. Lillian
Yeah.
has asked you a question about how we got to this place in terms of the best fish farmer competition. The floor is all yours.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's really nice to see the happy faces around the room. The camera has gone down, I think, once or twice, and it fills me with pride seeing the colorful people. I think I know a couple of you in the room, and I'm so happy to join you today, although not physically. Now, everyone keeps talking about the journey. What's this journey? So in 2021, we had our first edition of the Best Fish Farmers Competition as a side event to our launch of the Aquaculture Academy. Little did we know that we were creating something that so many would hold dear, because looking at the applications of the competitors back then, the enthusiasm by which people expressed their stories, and the turn up during the event, and even the impact when we gave the awards, we made a decision to make this an annual event. And so 2022 went back to the drawing board, regrouped, and had the second one last year. And here we are for the third edition. And I'm so happy to see that people still hold this dear. So this year we had close to 600 people competing for the slot of the Best Fish Farmers position. And together with our partners, we formed a jury panel. We had colleagues from Blue Planet, our partners from Norway. We had Skretin and Tunga involved. And we took hours just reading these stories and going through how people expressed what they do on a day-to-day basis. And it was indeed very tiresome to go through these stories, but then again, very fulfilling, because it's something we care about. And we had the student section as well, where you'll meet these people. We didn't just read their stories, but we actually interviewed them to get to understand them better, what they stood for, and the alignment of that with the goal of the competition. And for the people you'll be seeing today and who you'll be called upon to vote for are people we selected as the top of the pile. These people stood out to us, and we hope that
Panel discussion. We had written we have a theme for this year for the Best Fish Farmer competition. I'd like to ask the crowd, the audience, do you know what the theme of this year is? Theme of this year's Best Fish Farmer competition. Now we'll get to know those who attend parties and they don't know why. Eh? So I'm going to choose someone randomly to tell me. So what is this year's theme of the Best Fish Farmer competition? Sir, Mr. Dominic, do you know of this year's theme of the Best Fish Farmer competition? Yes.
Just a minute, I'll tell you.
What did you say? You will take it offline. Who knows the theme of this year's competition? Should I put money on the table? Just guess. There's so many things. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay. Tell me. Introduce yourself first.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aflin Yogo from the Youth Advisory Committee of the Embassy of the Netherlands. So I think the theme for these years is balancing profitability and sustainability in aquaculture.
And she said she thinks, eh? Wow. Yes, this year's theme is balancing profitability and sustainability in aquaculture. I'd like to request one guest to tell me what this means to them. What does profitability mean to you in whatever you do as an industry player in aquaculture? Esther. Hello, Esther. I'm going to ambush you. What does this mean to you?
Okay, so I want to answer on behalf of a farmer because obviously there is a lot of passion in what the farmers are doing, but ultimately the goal is to be profitable because that's what pumps back into their businesses, that's what keeps them running, that's what also keeps food on the table. That's what contributes to the value chain. So when I think of profitability, that's what I think of.
Thank you so much. And you're going to give us that answer in another perspective in the farmer. So I'd like to introduce our panelists this afternoon to come and shed a bit more light on this theme. This panel will be moderated by our lovely head of programs at Lattice, Lillian Marenya, who's also dabbling as our master of ceremony today, but in this situation, she is an expert in her field. She's the head of programs at Lattice. She's the one who manages all programs that happen at Lattice in the aquaculture department. Welcome, Lillian.
Thank you very much, Lydia. So we're going to have a conversation around the theme of today, who we were able to quickly see on the program. But as with everything, we only have one Earth, and we really need to take care of it. So we're really focused on sustainable, circular rethinking around each and everything that we do. And that's why we want to make sure you use the right feeds at the right quantities, and you manage the environment in the best way to increase productivity, and of course, money in your pockets. That's why we're doing what we do, right? So we'll have a panel of various experts who've done different things, and they'll be able to give us an aspect around what it is that we're doing. And towards that, I'd love to introduce and welcome to join me on stage, Esther Katonga for Tunga Nutrition. Karibu sana. Have a seat. Vincent Oduor, an amazing fish farmer. He'll tell us why he's very special. You've seen my smile has gone wider. Karibu sana. Welcome. We have Joseph from Juhudi Kilimo. We're bringing you the money, guys. And Miss Rosalia Ayugi from Akorich. Karibu sana. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on stage and really supporting and the amazing journey that you do. So we'll just have a conversation around the topic for today and really what it is that you have done as panelists, because you're each doing amazing things in the different nodes that you are in. So my first question goes to Vincent. Of course, you'll introduce yourself very briefly and tell us who you are. Yeah, I think you need to introduce yourself, because if I say it, they'll know why it is that I'm smiling. So say it yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Vincent Oduor, the founder and CEO of Aquaculture.
If I did the introduction, do you agree? So we've seen great progress. So as a previous winner of the Best Fish Farmer competition, can you tell us how that win has been able to impact your life as an entrepreneur?
So first of all, thank you for the question, and thank you all for the audience for having been here. And first of all, it's very interesting having last year the competition how it was held. Actually, we won that. I won that competition in absentia, and I want to recognize part of my colleagues who are here. Ronald, who was present at that time, attending on my behalf. Yeah, he's inside with us here. So moving on, this competition, first of all, the things that it comes with, first, that is a technical training that comes for the competition. We have our staff who were taken to Kamudanga Farm, being taken through the technical training, step by step and practical and skill-based there, which he came back to us. And we had to redo everything, how we run our things. Like, we have him here, Gilbert. Yeah, he's over there, yeah. He had to redo everything within our farm, how we do our records and everything. Then comes to the second phase, where now with the Chunga Nutrition, I'm glad you are here, where the feeds came in as well. And we are doing cage farming as well. So we decided to implement, when we are professionals, for you to advise and people to believe what you're saying, do it as you'd advise someone to do it. So we set up a new cage in Paga Beach here in Kisumu, then implemented everything the way it's supposed to be done step by step. And I'm glad to report right now, actually, it was coinciding with today, where we are making our first harvest, exactly 5 months. Our fish is at 700 grams that are available. Exactly 5 months, using the same feed that was provided within that time. So it's a massive progress that we've made within that time. Thank you.
Wow. I think in summary, that really is a testament of exactly what Lattice has been trying to do. When you get an entrepreneur who sees, learns, implements, and is able to see productivity increase, that's really what we want. So you say it's possible to grow a fish to the right kilos or grams that the market requires in 5 months, if you use the right feeds. Mumesikia? Ni uongo? It has come from the mouth of the? Sidio? I hear somebody said it's come from the mouth of a fish, which is also okay. So after now, you are harvesting fish today. Wonderful news. Great, thank you so much for that. My next question goes to Joseph, Juhudi Kilimo. Together with Lattice, we recently developed a product for the aquaculture. We call it Samaki Power. Could you tell us a little bit about it and how it has been, and any farmers that you've supported and what it is that you're seeing around that?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon once more. My name is Joseph Koima, the Zonal Business Manager, Juhudi Kilimo, Western Kenya. Today, I'm glad to be here. I want to appreciate Lattice for the partnership that we're having. Juhudi Kilimo is a unique microfinance that is coming to this space of aquaculture and giving loans to farmers doing fish business. And we recently had a product, Samaki Pepper, and I think we've met with some farmers here. I can see one of the farmers from Homa Bay that I visited the farm. Ezron is there. And we really want to partner with this business because looking at fish farming, so many companies are not willing or are not able to finance this kind of business simply because one, getting finances, it's good. One thing, you might be having the idea in your head and you like the idea, then you bring it to your art and you want to put it into practice. Now, from the art to the feet, that's the longest journey. And that's where we come in when it comes to financing. So I think that's the greatest challenge that people are having to get money to do business. Simply because there are so many, in traditional banking, there are so many challenges that are there that people are not able to get money. And I'll just want to urge everyone here that they should understand that there's small things that banks look at before they give a loan. There are small things that banks look at. For fish farmers, for example, it's so hard for you to get maybe a bank statement. It's hard for you. But as Juhudi Kilimo, we come in and do assess the individual client, not necessarily using a banking all statement, not necessarily using hard collateral, because logbook, title deeds, those are the issues that most of the banks that don't do. But Juhudi Kilimo, we've tried to learning the ropes with Lattice so that you can get into this space. Thank you.
Asante sana. So, Samaki Pepper is up and running. Great support from Juhudi Kilimo. It was a long journey, just trying to get to understand what are the key things that you need to look at when you're looking at an aquaculture farmer or anybody in that value chain. So please, after this, do talk to us and talk to Juhudi Kilimo. There is money waiting for you there, and he'll tell us again in the next round of questions exactly how you can access it. Makofi, there's money in aquaculture. No. Esther, I know you're doing feeds and you have to have the raw materials, right? So tell us, what are the challenges Tunga is facing right now in sourcing for the raw materials that enable you to make that really wonderful feed that grows the fish in 5 months?
Yes. Okay, so maybe just a brief introduction. My name is Esther Katonga, and I'm the commercial manager at Tunga Nutrition. Thank you also to Lattice Larive for organizing this. I think to answer your question, one of the biggest challenges is that the bulk of raw materials that we require are actually imported from around East Africa and Southern Africa. So obviously that means there's additional costs in terms of clearance, in terms of logistics, bringing those raw materials in. And that price is obviously eventually seeped into the price of the end product. Yeah.
But how are you working at ensuring that you're benefiting, because you're a business, you need to make the money, and also the farmers are benefiting?
I think on the end of Tunga Nutrition, we're obviously trying to get the best contracts, which means the best price possible for the raw materials, but also we do not want to compromise on quality. So product must be good, the price must be good as well. We've also engaged in a lot of long-term contracts and bulk buying contracts, which enables us to then maximize on the price as well. So we do try. I know when you visit farms, a lot of the times the first thing the farmer will say to you is, your feeds are so expensive, the feed is so expensive. I think also on the back end, that's where technical advice and, like Vincent said, training farmers on how to use feed in the proper manner. Because a lot of the times, if they're not feeding properly, the cost might actually be coming from that. So it's also passing that knowledge down to the farmers so they feed properly and they feed efficiently, and that cost, the savings are passed on to them in a sense.
Thank you. So Lattice, we work on both technical, on how to grow your fish, but also the business angle of it all. So you've heard of money, you've had proof from a farmer, you've heard from feeds. Now we'll hear about how do you get your fish to the market. After he's harvested his fish, I don't know where he's going to take them. Rosalia from Aquarage is going to tell us how is it that they get your fish to the market. So towards that, what are the challenges you face in just that logistical pathway from farm to the market?
My name is Rosalia Ayugi from Aquarage. I'm the CFO at Aquarage. I recently joined the team last year. And maybe if I can just briefly introduce who Aquarage is. So we are an aquatech startup that leverages on our mobile app to link our small and medium-sized farmers to quality feed manufacturers. We also train them on good aquaculture practices and off-take the fish from them, then sell it to individuals through our B2C model. So basically that's what we do at Aquarage. So to answer your question on the challenges that the farmers that we've seen our farmers are facing in terms of when they do the harvest and maintaining the freshness of the fish up to the end user. So what we do at Aquarage right now is that we are in agreement with our farmers. One of the agreements is that if you use our quality feeds, and Tunga Nutrition being one of our partners, we guarantee you that we will off-take the fish from you and then sell it, distributing using our distribution outlets that we've already set up in different counties of the country. So what we do is that in our app, the farmers usually keep data and records of how the farming is going on a day-to-day basis. We also have our aquaculture agents who normally carry out sampling, and hence we are able to tell when the harvest is ready and when it's supposed to be done. So it's during this organization is when we ensure that when they are harvesting, we are available, we are there with our cold trucks, which is, and the purpose of the cold truck is just to ensure that the fish that has been harvested is kept fresh and retains the quality as it reaches the end user. So some of the challenges, of course, it's that the farmers have been complaining about is issue of whereby someone places an order, they do the harvest in the morning. By the time these buyers are there is 2 p.m. or later in the evening, which means that the fish has been exposed to spoilages. So one of the things that we normally train them is to just implement and ensure that you have quality control in terms of how you harvest, how you handle your fish, and then how you transport them using the cooler boxes. And in some cases, you use the ice bags to make sure that they are chilled and fresh until when they reach the end user.
Thank you. So Aquarage is here to off-take your fish. As long as you use the right feeds from Tunga or any other person, and they guarantee you that you will remain as a fish farmer and not as the person trying to get a market, and you concentrate on increasing your productivity. Thank you. There's still more questions. We go to Vincent. Vincent, you've tried everything, every system of fishing, right? From RAS, pond, and cages. What is your experience with the three, and which one do you feel is most profitable?
With the farming system and profitability, there's no single answer on which one is more profitable with the other. So it starts from, first of all, the technical aspects that these systems require. because systems like RAS require a lot of skilled personnel to run it, first of all. And there is a lot of input that is required for you to fully optimize it, for you to see the benefit of it. Otherwise, it will be the most hectic thing you will ever do in your life. Because let's be honest, RAS is the most expensive fish farming system. So if you can't optimize every single bit of it, that will be the greatest headache in fish farming. Then in terms of, if you look at it from the environmental lens, it's one of the greatest farming methods. So there's no single answer to that. And one of the things that I've seen is integration of all these systems, where we have, you can do, especially for small and medium scale farmers, land-based, there's an aspect of doing both fish and vegetables within a system, because somehow fish system release, at some point you'll need to release this wastewater. And this is one of the richest wastewaters that you will ever have. So integrating it with other sources of income like vegetables and just diversifying your income sources. It keeps you afloat, especially for a small scale farmer. And the other side, we have the cages, which is so far so good for learning from my experience and ours as aquaculture ban. But if you look at the initial input that is required for you to actually realize the gain, and I'm glad to hear there is a financial partners who are available as well, because it's not easy getting that finance, especially for a young person who is trying to start as well. So the muscle for you to get to start and be guaranteed that market for you to have a proper channel where this is where I start from, this the training I need to follow, then sell, to realize that gain, is still not very clear at the moment. So it's very difficult in Kenyan context to actually say this is the most profitable system to use for you. So it's a bit of mix. Some will work for you, some won't work for others. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. It's about what you're saying is resilience, learning and relearning again, isn't it? Thank you so much. Now, the next question goes to you. Joseph, he's asked you, and he said he's happy to hear there's a financial product. Tell us, what are some of the key things that you require from anybody in the aquaculture sector to access the Samaki Pepea product?
Thank you so much. For a farmer, particularly to access Samaki Pepea or financing, as an institution or as a lender, there are a number of things that we look at. One, a farmer should have a good business proposal that is viable, a proposal that can be seen that there is that intention to do that business. Secondly, most financial institutions, including us, by the time you are financing somebody, the farmer should be able to demonstrate the ability to service the loan and also to manage the expenses. So those are the things that we look at. We look at the cash flows of that particular farmers, how that person is selling the fish or going to the market. Those are the things we look at. The biggest challenge, I think, and this is what I think we were working with Lattice to see, in fish farming, there's it's not a monthly payment. It has to be a structured payment because the fish takes long to mature. So it's not a monthly payment. It has to be up to harvesting time. So that's the challenges that most people are not able to meet. And what we usually advise farmers, we tell them, you need to diversify. You need to diversify. You need to have some additional sources of income. Either you do rotational farming, maybe you have different points at different times, or you do something different on top of farming so that you'll be able to have an additional income that you can run together with, because that is very key. Cash flow is like oxygen in banking or in loan payment. Cash flow is very important, more than even the profits. You can be having so many profits, but you don't have the cash flow. So cash flows is very important, and that's what most of the banks look at, or we as an institution look at. Yeah.
Thank you. Money is available, documentation is required, and proof of the ability to do what it is that you set out to do. But money is there, isn't it?
Yeah,
and he has
indeed.
confirmed. After
Yes.
this, you can see him, get his card, get his location. Samaki Pepea is just waiting. Yeah? Thank you so much. Esther, why Tunga Nutrition Products? What do you want to tell the farmers?
I think for me that's a very simple answer, and I'm not saying this because I'm in sales. But honestly, at Tunga Nutrition Kenya, the customer is key. The customer comes first. I think one of the things that I mentioned is that we never compromise on quality. That's one of our biggest selling points. We do not compromise on quality because we understand that we want the farmer at the end of the day to be successful. Winnie mentioned in her speech that 10 years ago, the room would not have looked like this. So for Tunga Nutrition, the lifeblood is also the continuation of farmers, such as the farmers who are here today. If they cannot continue with their business because they're struggling, because our product is not good, it's not meeting the needs of the fish, the end users, then we are not going to be in business in the next couple of years. So for us, what is important is obviously the health of the fish, the fact that the fish are growing at optimum levels. Our parent company is constantly doing research and development on the best ingredients, the best nutrients that can be put in the feeds. So on a constant basis, we're trying to find ways to improve what we're already producing, because at the end of the day, we want this room one day to be too small for the farmers who are here. We want the room to be double the size. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Rosalia, tell us about the fish deli in terms of what it is and how it is that would benefit the farmers.
Just to describe Fish Deli. Fish Deli is our baby at Aquaret, our bread and butter, our game changer. So as we partner with farmers, one of the things that we've guaranteed them is that if you constantly use our quality feeds and you implement the good aquaculture practices that we are training you on, we guarantee to take this fish from you. We pay what is owed to you, and because we also normally give farmers feeds on credit, we offset also the feeds that we gave you on credit, and then we find ways of distributing this fish to the entire market. So, and this is how Fish Deli was born. Since we've been using quality feeds with the farmers, we've seen increase in production. The output is huge, and there was no way we could only consume it as Aquarech and just dealing with the B2B, that is the hotels and restaurants. The output is actually very big, and hence the need for us to have outlets in different parts of the country so that we are able to distribute this fish. Currently, we have an outlet in Kisumu, Nakuru, Kakamega, 2 in Nairobi, and we are looking into setting up more. So Fish Deli, in Fish Deli, what we do and how we do it differently. We use rational ovens to air fry the fish. We don't fry it the, let me call it the traditional, conventional way. So it's air fried. It takes a shorter period of time to get ready. That is between 15 to 18 minutes. We don't use a lot of oils. We use like only 2 tablespoons of oil to air fry this. It's really nice. It's quality. And you can pass by in our outlet in Polyview and just get to have a taste of how it is. And the fact that you can have different sizes, which means it's affordable. It's not expensive as what people think and believe that fish is a premium product. So the fact that we have smaller SKUs tends to be affordable, and anyone can just walk in and come and enjoy our tasty Kenyan bread tilapia.
So Fish Deli in Polyview, using some name there of an oven that air fries it. So if you're not sure that your fish is being fried with transformer oil, if at all, you go there and you buy your fish, but you said you're also in very many different places in the country.
Yes.
Are you also on the apps that do deliveries?
Not yet with the apps that do deliveries, but we have our own that is going to be launched this month, whereby you can just order at the comfort of your sitting room, and then we will organize delivery.
You're welcome to go see it. Asante. Yes, so thank you so much. So I will summarize. Technical know-how, business and technical lattice, aquaculture. Financial products, Juhudi Kilimo, it's called Samaki Pepea. So you must walk in there and say Samaki Pepea. Proof of the fact that technical know-how and business acumen training works. We have Vincent of Aquaban, and we're very proud of you. Proof that proper nutrition is critical for both humans and fish, yeah? Because we consume the animals, right? We have Tunga, that has been a great friend of the aquaculture sector. And then you need access to market, and Aquarich is doing amazing on that. Do get in touch with all of them. There's definitely something for someone. Whatever it is that you're doing, all these 4 organizations, plus more, are here to support you. Thank you very much on behalf of Lattice and Larry.
Thank you, Lillian. Thank you to our panelists. We just have a little something for you to say thank you for this amazing session, for teaching us. This was the lesson of the day. Have you learned something? Ama kulikuwa na students wamelala. Thank you so much. Can you give them a round of applause as they walk down?
He has so much money he needs to give you. He's actually telling you the location, and from Monday he knows he's not resting.
Sawa. So you can always find Juhudi Kilimo across the country. We have 52 branches. In the Lakeside region, we are in Kisumu, Quinten Hotel there, up there. We are also in Bondo, Homa Bay, a bit of Migori. But you can press star 410 hash, star 410 hash. Then you can you can use the SSD mode to get us. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much. A round of applause, please.
I was checking there. Yes, it works. Star 410 hash. Then it will guide you. Thank you so much, Lillian.
Thank you, Lillian. A round of applause for Lillian for moderating this session. We're now going to go to the next item of the program, where we get to vote for the Best Aquaculture Student 2024 under the Best Fish Farmer competition. But before we go to that, I'd like to acknowledge our online audience from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We'd like to acknowledge you. Can you tell us where you're from? You can comment. We have a team, a good team, who are going to answer your questions, who are going to acknowledge you. We appreciate you for joining us. A round of applause for them. I'm now going to introduce the students. They're going to come upstage, and they'll give us a 3-minute speech as to why they should be the best aquaculture students. So the time has come. The time has come. I'd also like to acknowledge the reason why we do the best aquaculture student category is because there's some people who haven't gotten to the stage of having big farms, of buying the feeds, but they're in their journey, they're in the beginner journey, and they're showing passion, they're showing resilience in this industry. And we'd like to encourage them by putting them in front of you for you to get to know them, so that you can say, okay, I saw some girl over there, and I think she'll be a great part of our team. We have done that. We have Sabine Aluwatch, who was the best aquaculture student 2023, and she's part of the Lattice team. So that is what it's about. We want to continue this journey. We want to bring everyone on board. So I'd just like to take this moment to introduce the students. I'll call them one by one. I just need somewhere to put my paper. Our first student, so I think so many people have talked about the journey that we went through in this competition. We had Cloudy and some of the players that were here to give us speeches, and also John Eric gave us an elaborate explanation as to why we are doing this, how we did it, what we are looking for, and we came up with the top 5 aquaculture students according to the criteria. So we're going to bring up them on stage, and they're going to show you how passionate they are about this industry, and you're going to choose. The time is limited, it's 3 minutes, so once your 3 minutes is done, the microphone goes off. So this is your time to shine. Our first student is Jonathan Odira Osano. He holds a bachelor degree in fisheries and aquaculture from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. He also has a master's, guys, in fisheries management from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, under the German Academic Exchange Service. Si amesoma? Amesoma sana. So I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Jonathan Odira Osano to the stage and take a seat. Can you give him a round of applause? Thank you, Jonathan. Welcome. Get comfortable. Our next student is Alice Wangari. She holds a diploma in agriculture, extension, and education, which provides her a solid theoretical foundation. She's dedicated in agriculture extension and educational professional with a strong background. She specializes in development and implementing effective programs to empower farmers and communities utilizing the latest agricultural technologies and techniques. Kindly help me welcome Alice Wangari to the stage. Karibu sana Alice. Get comfortable. Our next student is Valentine Otieno Owino, who is a senior at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, studying biology. He is passionate about aquaculture and has taken online courses and participated in an internship at the National Aquaculture Research Development and Training Center. He's involved in various leadership roles at Catholic University. He has served as the student head of the Department of Natural Science. He's a member of the marketing activation team and the treasurer of the Young Catholic Students Movement. What a CV. Karibu sana, Valentine Otieno. Get comfortable. Our next student is Grace Mwangi. Grace Mwangi is a dedicated and passionate fisheries student with a strong foundation in aquatic science and fisheries management, acquired through rigorous education. When it's rigorous, you know what that means. At the esteemed Kenya Wildlife Service Training Institute. She's equipped with comprehensive theoretical knowledge and practical skills in sustainable aquatic ecosystem management. Join me in welcoming Grace Mwangi. And our final nominee in the Best Aquaculture Student category is Emmanuel Ouma, who is currently pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in Fisheries and Aquaculture at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. He draws inspiration from his childhood belief in mermaids, which has fueled his dedication to conservation of aquatic life. This is amazing. His educational journey began at St. Dominic, followed by secondary education in Kilgoris Boys in Narok, instilling him a passion for science and environmental studies that he carries into his higher education. At JKUAT, he focuses more on marine biology and sustainable fisheries management, blending scientific rigor with imaginative curiosity, inspired by his belief in the mysteries of the underwater world. The mermaid guy, Karibu sana. So in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, are the best aquaculture students nominees 2024, ready to tell you why they should be the best aquaculture students. They'll be given 3 minutes. Once the 3 minutes are done, the mic will go off. So I'm going to begin with Jonathan. You'll be our first person to give us the speech. Can you just come here? Or would you prefer, anywhere you prefer, anywhere you're comfortable, can I give you this so that you can do it when you're seated? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, you can come here. Can you hear me? Perfect.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to all the stakeholders. My name is Jonathan Osano. This evening, I want to talk about mainstreaming youth's perception towards aquaculture to alleviate the unemployment gap. So I stand before you with a great passion for aquaculture, not only as a sector for food sustainability, but also as a sector with the potential to mitigate the unemployment crisis we have in Kenya. My goal is to involve as many youths as possible in the aquaculture sector. This is informed by the data from the National Council of the Population Development, which currently shows that over 80% of the Kenyan population is made up of the youth, and 67% are currently unemployed. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, a recent research done in Siaya and Kakamega showed that one of the most popular agricultural activities among the youth is in poultry and horticulture. That one should challenge us to see that we, as people involved in aquaculture, need to do more so that we can bring as many youths as possible. Therefore, one of the goals I have is to enlighten the youths on the opportunities that are available within this sector, starting from production to consumption. Currently, I'm trying to enlighten the youths on these opportunities where the youth can get involved in fish seed production, fish production, and value addition up to the consumption level. Also, currently, due to the technological advancement, the youth can also be involved in blogging for aquaculture. If they don't want to get themselves dirty, they can also be creating TikTok videos and the rest. The other reason why I love this sector is because the field of aquaculture is highly integratable with a lot of disciplines. For example, one can study medical courses but still do research in aquaculture. For example, there's a lot of research currently on cancer, and we have a lot of bioactive compounds that are currently being tested in this field. One can also be a software engineer, and you can see there's a lot of apps currently being developed and still focus on aquaculture and build for us softwares like the early warning system that we dearly need, for example, for cage farmers in Lake Victoria who occasionally suffer from massive fish kills. These softwares can come in handy for warning our farmers when there is an event that can lead to massive mortality. Armed with this knowledge, since 2019, after my graduation, I've been taking part in offering voluntary extension services to fish farmers and prospective fish farmers. I'm happy to say that I've gotten myself involved with various prospective aquaculture.
Time is up. A round of applause, please. You've done so well. Karibu sana. Did you realize he's wearing blue to represent aqua, right? Did you realize that? Take that as your note. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Our next person will be Grace Mwangi. A round of applause, please. Encourage her. Grace, ready when you are. All the best.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. As per my name, Grace Mwangi. Actually, from the name itself, I'm in the Kikuyu land, and that's where I station. So, in this my speech, I want first and foremost to thank the coordinators and everyone around here for accepting us to come here. and also to my institution, it has been a bit of welcoming, especially now in terms of networking. It has given me the path to find my fellow colleagues in KWS, where we have the best, and I know we are the best. And also in my speech today, first and foremost, in my goals, one, I deal with community there in Nyandarua County. I know you know about potatoes, but I'm trying my level best. I am trying my level best to go to the community. Since our lake, you have a lot of lake and waters around here, but our lake has been, it's a dangerous thing, and I'm working with the institution, researchers, and even stakeholders who are willing to come and join us. Our lake is in Lake Oborosat. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's the only lake in Central, and yes, it's the only lake in Central region, and we are encouraging all to come and support us so that you show us the secret that you have, the way you have maintained your lake. We don't have cage farming. So for me, I'm trying to go to the locals. After I graduated in KWS 2019, I promised myself I'll go back home and do something better. And in terms of perspective and even passion, I'm so passionate in fish. Most of the people around my place ask me why I love fish. My son eats a lot of fish. And that makes me think, like, if we bring people to love fish, you know, there we have dairy. Every time ni maziwa tu. Sorry to say so. But when we give them fish, it gives us the strength, it gives us the malnutrition, because in our area, the malnutrition is very high. We don't have proteins. But when we give the community, the local community, we are able to have something to give them. And for me, my education, purposely, and even this competition, it's first to network and also to give the women in aquaculture. I'm so proud to be here, and thank you, and I'm requesting your votes.
Thank you so much. On time. Amazing. Thank you so much, Grace. From Nyandarua. And there's a lake. Thank you. So our next student is Valentine Otieno Owino. Can you welcome him?
So thank you so much. My name is Valentine Owino. I'm a fourth-year student pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Biology at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. Today I'm happy because of two reasons. One, I have confirmed that I'm in the right track. Taking a general science and finding myself in the aquaculture sector and seeing all these people gathered today confirms that I'm in the right track. Number two, I'm happy because seeing everybody here and those watching online appreciating the potential of this sector in elevating food and nutrition insecurity in our country and even globally. So I wish to confirm to you that aquaculture sector has significantly grown since introduction, and it shows a great potential in enhancing food and nutrition security. But sadly enough, aquaculture has thrived at the expense of the environment. In Kenya, to be specific, the aquaculture of tilapia, Nile tilapia to be specific, has really grown. But the main challenge facing this sector is the high cost of commercial fish feeds. And many fish farmers around Mount Kenya region, because I'm sharing an experience I encountered in Mount Kenya region, many of them are very enthusiastic, but then high cost of commercial feeds let them get back from this sector. My passion as an upcoming fish farmer is to use the locally available domestic biodegradable wastes to grow black soldier fly so that I can use it in feed formulation. And I believe through this I'll be able to come up with a rightly formulated and very nutritious fish feed. As I continue, the impact I've had in this sector is not too much, but during my attachment from May to July last year, at the Sagana Aquaculture Center in Kirinyaga County, I really enhanced capacity building because I was charged with the duty of training and guiding fish farmers and students who are visiting the institution. If I win this competition today, it will indeed be a win for the aquaculture sector. One, I will ensure continuous creation of awareness and also ensure inclusivity of the youth and women, especially in sorting of the domestic wastes and also growing of the black soldier fly and even feed processing. I will also ensure proactive and collaborative work with all the stakeholders. And lastly, I wish in conclusion to state that enhancing this sector requires a concerted effort from cross-sector partners. All of you present here today, consumers, farmers, learners, researchers, and everybody else, government and NGOs, who have designed mechanisms that brings innovation and also passion towards the sustainability of this sector. I humbly request for your votes.
Thank you, Valentine. Such a student leader. You are such a student leader, for sure. And I'd like to apologize on behalf of myself and some people in the room who want to showcase themselves. I thought Valentine was a girl's name. So I apologize in advance. Thank you so much. Our next contestant is Grace Mwangi. Oh, sorry. Alice Wangari. I'm really sorry. Welcome. Can you give a round of applause, please?
Hello, everyone. My name is Alice Wangari. Thank you. Thank you. First and foremost is to say thank you to the organizers of this meeting. We cannot take it for granted. We want to say thank you because even having this opportunity and being here, it's not for granted. Thank you so much. For me, I'm an aquaculture student, and in my part, I'm a dedicated and determined student because I'm motivated by the thing that we have these things that have come from abroad, sustainability development goals. We have 17 sustainability development goals. And in the 14th one, we have life life below. Those are the ocean, river, and lakes. We see that the ocean and river, we have fish that we are growing there. And for our farmers, my goals in this field is that I want to educate my farmers more because they don't have those information about growing and making this field to be more profitable. Another thing is about marketing. For marketing of the fish, you will have a farmer who have many fish and who have the know-how of how to bring up the fish, but there is no market for his or her product. So mine is to educate our farmers more about the market where they can sell their fish and where they can get more information about marketing. Another thing is about the technology. We want to educate our farmers and other students about technologies like water testing. We have those disease prevention so that our farmer cannot go, you see, they can make profit instead of losses in this thing. Another thing is about being determined and making other youths to know and to understand that agriculture and aquaculture is not about doing dirty things like being in the ocean. You see, we make them to understand that we can earn even when we do this aquaculture. Another thing is about bringing up fingerlings so that even if we sell this fish, we will have another generation to be able to produce more and more of the fish. So for me, if I can be asked, I can be one person who can stand and be a person who can produce fingerlings so that I can supply to the farmers and those who want to start the production, so that even if they sell and they put their
Thank you, Alice. A round of applause for Alice Wangari. Up next, we have Emmanuel Oma, our mermaid guy. Welcome.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. Me being here is a great thing for me personally, and I can say that I can see farthest because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. These giants are my teachers, my lecturers, my parents, and those who paved the way for me to be here right now. And we can't just look backwards in this journey, but it's about casting our gaze forward, right? So my goals, I have a lot of goals, and me being here, you talking about aquaculture and all fish farming, I don't have that much interest in aquaculture, but I can say I have much interest in research, in marine biology and all that, which can be incorporated in aquaculture ultimately. So my goal is sustainable aquaculture in a way, in another way, maybe after researching, here in Kenya, we talk about the tilapia, the catfish, and all that. But outside there, they're even culturing the crabs, the oysters. And we need to think outside the box, like how the keystones are helping in this aquaculture field. Another thing is inclusivity, and inclusivity of maybe the female gender. That one is key right now, because in my class there are only 2 ladies, and sometimes I feel like, are we not promoting the female gender in science? But I think we need to include them in it. Okay. My passions and purpose. One is continuous learning. I really want to learn more and more every day. And in aquaculture, because aquaculture is dynamic, it's a dynamic field that requires continuous learning and adaptation, engaging with diverse stakeholders, staying observant of technologies, advancement, and exploring innovative solutions which can expand my knowledge and skills in fostering personal and professional growth. Another one is impact and influence. So through my work in aquaculture, I have had
A round of applause for Emmanuel Oma. A round of applause for all the students. So you've had all the speeches from our students who are going to go take their seats. We're now going to get into the voting process. On your tables, we have the Wi-Fi passwords, and we're going to give you a link that you're going to type on your browser in order to vote for your best aquaculture student. We encourage everyone to participate. It lies in your hands. Somebody's future lies in your hands. So the link is Best Fish Farmer Student, like you can see on your screen. And we have only around 5 minutes to vote. I also encourage the online audience as well. I think our media team has shown you where the link is, right? Okay, great. Link is Best Fish Farmer Student. Put it on your browser and vote for the best aquaculture student. Sorry? Please put the presentation of the link. Media team. Thank you. As we're doing that, I'd like to welcome our saxophonist to just entertain you as you're making such a difficult decision. Right, welcome. Passwords are on the tables. Hashtag 2024 BFFC. It's the voucher code, sorry. You can scan that? Oh, okay. You can also scan the QR code. The link you can type on your browser, either Google or Opera, is bit.ly stroke BFFC student in capital. Bit.ly. No. Oopsie. Capital ni ile ya mwisho. The link is bit.ly stroke / BFFC student in capital. bit.ly / BFFC student. Are we together? Who is having challenges? Mweza kuingia?
I feel like people are struggling getting the votes up. So if you connect with a Wi-Fi from Sarova, that's when you go to the sign in on the website, and that's where you have enter a voucher code all the way in the bottom. So you don't need to fill in your name, you don't need to fill in any room number, you go to enter the voucher code. When you click on the enter the voucher code, you can fill in the code that was shared, the hashtag 2024 BFFC. If you're struggling, let us know.
Just checking, who's still struggling? Has everybody who's struggling? By a show of hands, then we'll come to you. Everybody has voted, eh? Okay.
Okay, Lydia, I'm seeing we have quite a good number of responses in already. I'm going to give you the mic to take over. So everybody who's still getting their votes up, please enter them now so they are still counting for. Also, when you're online, please make sure you do it in the next few minutes. We're closing the voting.
Yes, we are.
All right, I'd like to declare the voting closed. We'll go right ahead to award and rank our top 5 students. Cloudy? The votes are being tallied and ranked, but before we go ahead to award the best aquaculture students, George Muga, are you here? How are you? George Muga was the best fish farmer in the first edition of the Best Fish Farmer competition in 2022. I just want to ask, how are you doing? Can you tell us more about how that opportunity changed your life?
Let me stand so that everybody can see me. I think this Best Farmer competition is just a competition. It can really open doors for you. Right now, I'm not just an ordinary farmer because of this. Actually, when you tell somebody outside there that you won the best fish farm as a fish farmer, they don't just look at you as an ordinary farmer. They know you are somebody. So I know for those people who have won this, I'm very sure that their life as a farmer has not remained the same. It will not remain the same. And if you go to my farm now after this, actually, if we can put another page, it's quite different from what was here before because of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, George. I'd like to invite Sobrine Aluoch. She was the best aquaculture student last year, and I'd like her to give a testimony or a testament of how the Best Fish Farmer competition impacted her life. Of course, I gave you leakage, but in her perspective. Welcome, Sobrine.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sabrina Lutz, Owino. I currently work at Lattice, and that is an opportunity I got from being here last year. Those who were here last year, you remember the lady who talked too much and asked you to vote for her. And you did, and I didn't disappoint. We are out in the field right now. We are doing a lot for the farmers, and we hope to still do more. Anytime you get this opportunity, I think these are the only things that will open doors for you. They really will do. I've done a lot from here. I think from just meeting people here, I've done a lot of things in the aquaculture field, and I still hope from these, we are going to change the aquaculture industry. That is what has been my dream, and I know everybody is here, you want to change the aquaculture industry. And if you get such opportunities, run with it. I ran with it, and right now I'm standing in front of you to tell you to run with it when you get it. Thank you.
A round of applause for Sobrine. It's such an honor to work with you. You're such a great colleague, and I'm glad you're part of Lattice. Thank you. So now we're going to go to announcing the Best Aquaculture Student 2024 for the Best Fish Farmer competition.
Do you want to get them on stage?
Yes. Can the students please come to the stage? The moment has come. In front of you, ladies and gentlemen, are the Best Fish Farmer competition nominees For the best aquaculture student category 2024, they're already winners. But of course, in this world, you have to rank for some reason. Once we call out your name for the positions, you just step forward and you're going to receive something, all right? Thank you. So at position 5, we have Emmanuel Ouma. A round of applause. I'd like to request Liz Kiamba from the embassy to come and gift him something. A round of applause as he does that. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for participating and becoming the top 5. The next candidate, number 4, is Alice Wangari. Congratulations, Alice. A round of applause. Wow. I love the sound effects. The media team, you're doing well. Thank you. At position 3, this was close, guys. This was so close. 22%, 23.1%. It's crazy. Our next winner is Grace Mwangi at position 3. Congratulations. A round of applause until she goes to sleep. Congratulations. So our time has come to know the best aquaculture student 2024. They're both dressed in blue, by the way. Have you noticed? They're on brand, eh? Wow. So the second ranking, the number 2, is Jonathan Odira Osano, making Valentine Otieno the best aquaculture student. So I'd like to request Jonathan to come and receive his gift from Liz Kiamba for the second position. He does so well. Congratulations. A round of applause again as he goes to sit. Congratulations. And now the best aquaculture student 2024, Valentine Otieno Owino. Congratulations. Again, until he goes to sit. This is his moment. Congratulations, Valentine. Can you take his photo as he's by himself as well? You can take one with Liz and then by yourself. So that can have your... a lot of things. He has very nice problems, eh? Winning problems. Congratulations, Valentine. Yeah. Is it too heavy? Congratulations. Can we give him a round of applause? Doing a general science, but passionate about the aquaculture industry. So, Valentine, let me just hold this for you. No, hold that. You can tell us about how you feel about winning this category.
Okay, thank you so much. First and foremost, I want to appreciate all of you present in the room and those watching us live online in different platforms. My happiness has been increased. And I think according to Pilatus' levels of happiness, I'm now in the second highest level of happiness. I'm doing a Bachelor of Science in Biology. That is too much general. It is in my mind that immediately after this semester, because this is the very last semester, I'm planning to pursue a diploma in Fisheries and Aquatic Science. And having won this competition, I didn't imagine actually. I didn't come for a competition because all of us had won. So I came for networking. And winning this competition today actually shapes a new phase for my life and for the life of the aquaculture industry. And I promise you, those who are gathered here today, come next year, same time. I don't know if the venue will be the same. We shall have seen the impact in the sector. Thank you so much, and God bless all of us. And as I conclude, as my Vice Chancellor always tells us, very Reverend Professor Mbugwangari, that if God doesn't build the house, in vain do the builders build. All of us are stakeholders in this sector, and let's promote the capacity building and also enhance this sector for sustainable aquaculture and protecting Mother Earth. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Valentine. This is yours, please. Yes. Are you able to carry it? You're good? A round of applause as he goes to his seat. Our next category is the best fish farmer category, which is the main category for this whole competition. We had 5 best fish farmer nominees who we visited their farms so that to see whatever they are doing, how innovative they are, what is their biosecurity strategy. We wanted to affirm that whatever they had said in the application was it, and we were mind blown. We're going to show you videos of this whole journey of their farms for you to see what they're doing, and from that you're going to vote for the best fish farmer 2024. Our first fish farmer is John Mwasia. Can you stand and wave? Karibu sana. He's not going to give a speech like the students, but we're going to show you the video of his farm. Welcome, media team.
The fish farm started back in 2021 as an idea. I did not know anything about fish farming, but what I had was available land, water, and a market that I could easily sell fish to. But since I did not have the technology or the know-how, I had to do a bit of research for the entire 2021 to understand how I can rear fish. Then I realized that to optimize on the space that I have, the best method to use is RAS, which is a recirculation aquaculture system. So once I understood what that means, then I was able to set up a fish farm on a very small piece of land, which is I was able to set up a fish farm on a 5 meter by 10 meter space. And in the same space, I'm able to bring up 3,500 fish at any one time. And the fish farm is using technology that is able to scale up to 3 times that quantity if I'm able to get the market for that fish. So currently the fish farm has only 3,500 fish, but it is a vertical system where I can add more layers and triple that number. My desire to start fish farming was that I left employment in year 2020 during the COVID period, and when I was in the house, I realized that it is possible to generate income without looking for formal employment. And one of the easy ways to do that was be able to come up with a product that is not readily available in the market, but I can easily raise it up. And I with my research, I realized fish farming is one key thing that sets my fish farm apart from the other farmers is that I'm able to use a very small space, actually less than 50 by 100 space of land. Actually, what I have right now is a 50 by 100 piece of land that is set aside for fish farming, but the actual fish farm only occupies a third of that space, which is actually 10 meters by 5 meters. I'm using solar to reduce on my energy bill, and I'm also using, vertical tanks where I'm able to use very minimal space. And I believe that that is one model that is very unique in the aquaculture industry. One way I have been able to involve the community in my fish farming activity is I'm able to show them that even in the arid or semi-arid area where I'm located, it is possible to grow fish and provide very good protein that a lot of people only believe that fish can come from Lake Victoria or Mombasa from the sea. So I involve them in the technology that I'm using. I'm showing them that it is possible to even come up with their own fish farms in their houses, because it requires very small space, which is RAS, and then that way they are able to have fish for their households. Apart from that, I also involve the community to show them that I have readily available fish that is fresh from the farm, and they can buy it just by placing an order through a phone call from me, and they can collect fish in less than 1 hour by visiting the farm. In Kenya, I've realized that aquaculture is not widely known and widely accepted by a lot of people. And one thing that we need to demystify is the thinking that good tasty fish can only come from the lake. So one way I want to change the paradigm is that I want to show people that you can easily do aquaculture and do it very well using RAS technology. The audience should vote for me. One thing is that I'm very innovative. I've come up with a very compact fish farm that is located in an area which is dry, and I've been able to show the community at large that it is possible to come up with a fish farm within a very dry, arid area.
Round of applause for John Mwasia, Atlantis Aqua Farm, all the way in Machakos County. A round of applause. Our next candidate, our next nominee in this category is Ninsima Robert, all the way from Homa Bay County. The media team, kindly show his video. Thank you.
I'm called Robert. I'm the farm manager here at the Berries Fish Farm. And here at Berries Fish Farm, we are growing tilapia in the cages. We are also starting a hatchery, which is soon to start very soon. So right here, we're doing rainbow cage fish farming for tilapia for the past 4 years. This is our 4th year, and we have 12 cages. These are the circular cages, as you can see. This is 10-meter diameter, and it is 5-meter deep. Here we can put as much as 50,000. That's around 35 kilograms per cubic meter, the stocking days that happens. So our cages are intensively stocked. So as a person, I'm really inspired for aquaculture, being one of the first growing food sector. The fishing community really need aquaculture because you see the depletion of fish in the lake. Right now, the people used to go there and get a lot of fish, but nowadays they come without anything. So that reflects a direct need that there's a need to supplement, or there's a need to have another extra source of the fish, which the lake cannot produce. Now the only way is aquaculture. Kenya has a growing and a promising aquaculture industry. If you look, very many farms are coming up. So here as Berries, we are looking at having this multi-million fingerling producing hatchery. Actually, our target here is to have 15 million. That's what we're aiming to start with, 15 million fingerlings per year. So we hope this is going to help a lot of farmers who are suffering. Right now we have cages, empty frames. We have the nets, we have everything needs, but we don't have the fingerlings. So we assume there are very many farmers. Actually, if you move along the lake, you can see a lot of frames which are lying out there, and farmers, they're lacking fingerlings. So we believe with the hatchery is a new game changer which is going to change aquaculture, not only to us as Berries, but also to the industry in the region. Yeah, for someone who wants to venture in aquaculture, I'll just tell him one thing. Aquaculture is a business like any other business. It just needs to understand it. It has the science behind it, which must be followed if someone is really to make a profitable aquaculture. Things like record keeping and even farm management will help you really succeed in making a meaningful aquaculture. Understanding your region, understanding your environment, understanding your water will really help you to determine a lot of things like stocking densities, when to feed, when not to feed, and when to stock and when to stop. Because like here where we are, temperatures are really so good, as high as 25. So it means tilapia will go here. So someone who is in a place with no temperature, then not be capable to do tilapia, or maybe go for another fish like tilapia, like that. Being selected as best fish farmers really helps. When we win as a community. We win as this community of Mokuyu, of Karungu, we win as this part, and also win as other farmers there whom we are going to supply these fish fingerlings. I believe as a young farm, with where we have reached, it shows us that we have a clear vision. The future is really clear. So I really hope and I really request the voters to vote for us, because we are really promising. In our 4th year, if you can see the innovation which is going on in the place, it means the future is really ahead of us.
Round of applause. Robert, you can wave at the audience once again so that they can see you. Thank you. Our next nominee is Mohammed Salim from Kilifi County.
My name is Mohammed Salim. I'm the founder of Migombani Organic Farm. Migombani Organic Farm is located in Kikambala in Kilifi County. And Migombani Organic Farm strives to produce organic vegetables and fruits, which is now recently integrated with aquaculture, fish pond where we raise tilapia and catfish. We also do ornamental fish for commercial enterprises. My journey, I was inspired by one of our, I would say, aquaculture champion, Shan Fish Farm, where I used to go and have trainings. I did my internship training there, and that's when I now started picking and getting inspired on how to grow fish. At the same time, also the demand. If you look at the coastal region here, we are relying mostly on wild fish, catching fish from the sea, and the fish has been, okay, I would say, depleted in some way, and they have become a little bit costly. So the demand has also inspired me to start raising fish, which to me it's a way of contributing to food security in the region and specifically in Kilifi County. We are among the very few farmers who are practicing syntropic agroecology farming system, where we do have fruits, vegetables, herbs, all incorporated into the same space in different sequential levels and succession. And then now also my innovative part of it is how we feed this system, the syntropic agroforestry, how we feed it with the aquaculture, the fish pond that we have, the tilapia, because you know tilapia has a lot of, they produce a lot of fertilizer. Talking about sustainability, of course the project itself, it has been more sustainable in terms of economically. Economically it has been very sustainable simply because we try to practice semi-intensive type of aquaculture farming, where we do have duckweed, others would call it azolla, incorporated in our feedlot. At the same time, whatever we produce from the farm goes back to the fish, and what we get from the fish goes back. So it's a more of a sustainable way, and they hold each other together as in a more ecosystem manner. We are surrounded with the community people around here. Every Sundays and over the weekends or Saturday, we do have focus group trainings where we emphasize on local farmers how to practice sustainable regenerative agriculture without using chemicals or pesticides. I don't believe in failing. I've always been set my goals, and thank God I've always been surpassing my targets and goals. So I would take this competition, the Best Farmer competition, as a gift from God, from what I've been doing throughout the year, involving the children, involving the community and all that. So I would really, really appreciate and be very proud of what I've done with my colleagues and my team. Specifically, I wouldn't have been where I am today if it wasn't the support of my team and the community. So it's a gift, and it's going to be a reward for the community at large, not only to me as a person. They should vote for me because first and foremost, I think I'm competitive, I'm worth the competition, and from where I came up to where I am now, I deserve to win, and I'm really, really asking and pledging for your votes, so that at least Migombani Organic Farm, Kilifi County, and the community at large can feel empowered, and they can get motivated to do even more and more.
Thank you so much. I'd like to say that this is the first time we have a nominee from the course, from Kilifi County, ever since we started this competition. Thank you so much. Our next candidate is Mr. Hezron Oyanda.
First, I was a civil servant. I worked in different private companies too, like the Britam, Aji Petroleum, and then lastly I entered into the civil service in the culture and social services. I took a golden handshake in 1994 December to buy the land. This land now where the farm is. We stayed for 5 years between 97 and 2002. Then we went to Lake Basin in Rongo and bought some fingerlings, though it was mixed. So we started fish farming that way, where we had a small pond measuring about 8 by 4 meters square. We saw the production and increased another one of the same size. Again, within 2 years, we had done another 2, so there were 4. The real farming now came in 2016, when the FAO decided to train some identified farmers within the Western Province. That was Homa Bay County, Western Province, and Nandi. So we were selected. You must have passion. Without passion, it is difficult to do the aquaculture business. Aquaculture is involving. It takes time, and in the initial stage of starting the aquaculture business, you work and invest more before reaping anything. So you have to be patient, you have to trust the activity of fish farming and love it. We help fish farmers, many of them, in Homa Bay and apart from Homa Bay, some other counties too. First, the farmers within Homa Bay can get fingerlings in a near place, so transportation is reduced to them. To farmers who have interest and have done their part of constructing ponds and they don't have money, we sometimes supply them with fingerlings free of charge so that they can start fish farming. The fish breed, we have the F8 strains, which grows fast and tolerant to disease. The workers here, they are community members, and not only community. More so, we are looking in the gender issue. You see, we have the female in the management, from the deputy CEO to the storekeeper to the ICT. It is my prayer that they vote for me, because the way I started first, I was not a professional, but now I'm a professional in fish farming. I have kept trust between me and the customers. My supply capacity is also not bad. Fish farming is so great an opportunity. When they vote for me, I'll embrace those who have voted and those who have not voted for me to venture into fish farming.
A round of applause for Mr. Oyanda. Can you wave to the audience once again? Thank you so much. And last but not least, I left the lady for the last. position, so that she's the only lady that made it into the top 5 Best Fish Farmer competition nominee. Yes, and that's her video.
My name is Mercy Chepkirui. I'm the project manager, Rio Fish Farm. My story in fish farming began some years back in 2019 after finishing my undergraduate studies, where I worked at Kenya Marine as a research intern. Then I saw there is a need to do some activities in aquaculture farming, because currently in our region we have a myriad of challenges, including food security and also malnutrition. Then apart from that, there's also an aspect of gender equality in aquaculture, because in aquaculture, women empowerment, they face some disparities because they are not recognized, despite that they play a crucial role in aquaculture, like even repairing nets, value addition, they are not well recognized. So that women empowerment thing, and also fish nutrition and security impacted me to do aquaculture farming and also to empower the community. As a woman in aquaculture, it's my fulfillment, because right now in Rio Fish, we empower community, especially women, whereby they face a lot of challenges, especially along the Lake region, whereby they experience sex for fish, and also they don't have access to capital. So it's my fulfillment right now, because I'm working with 600 women from 4 beaches along the Lake Victoria region in cage farming. What's so unique about Rio Fish is because our model is very unique. Like, it captures all aspects along aquaculture value chain, right from production. We also do empowerment of the community for the sake of sustainability. Then also we do aggregation, we do processing, and also distribution. So our production model is very unique in aquaculture farming. In our aquaculture activity, we include other community members. Like for the fish ponds, we work with each and every member of the community in pond farming, and also in our feeding regimes, we also empower youth. So apart from empowering women, we also empower youth, and also we empower other members of the community in aquaculture enterprise. The fishing community needs aquaculture simply because currently in the lake, the capture fisheries is declining because of some aspects like climate change. We also have eutrophication, so there is a need to bridge that gap, because currently we have a high population, and also we expect this population to escalate higher in the next 10 years. So there is need to bridge that gap in terms of production to meet the demand. Advice I can give to someone who wants to get into aquaculture is there is need, of course, to produce more food, because currently we are experiencing high population, and also number 2, because most of our people, they normally rely on red meat. I encourage our communities to invest more on cage farming, because that's where we get white meat for our population to mitigate the case of diseases, and also these fish are also high in omega-3 fatty acids. The audience should vote for me. Reason being, in aquaculture value chain, our core thing is to eradicate sex for fish, which is a major problem along the sex region, whereby our women, our girls, and also our grandmothers pay for fish twice, which is really painful. So when you vote for me, I'll ensure that all these women along the lake region are free from chaboya, which is sex for fish, through now empowerment in cage farming, whereby we want to ensure that they have their own source of income and they stand on their own. Fish farmers competition will mean a lot to me, because we are doing a lot in impacting not only the community but also the global aspect of fish nutrition, and also food security, and also elevating poverty within this region. And how I will celebrate, of course, an award from this competition. Currently we are experiencing some challenges, like we want to expand our cold storage areas, so we will bring that as a team. Then now we'll see on how we will improve our aggregation, production, and also supply, as well as empowering the community.
Mercy Chepkirui, can you wave to the audience? A round of applause, please. Yes, so you've heard from our nominees, our top 5 nominees, from Homa Bay County, from Kilifi County, from Machakos County. Now the floor is all yours. It's time to vote. Media team, can you share the link of where they can vote? Just like we did for the Best Fish Farmer students, the link has changed to BFFC Farmers. So you can scan the QR code, or you can just type the code as it is on your browser, either Google or whatever browser that you use, and select the best fish farmer in your perspective. If you need help, I'll have my colleagues walk around to help you in your voting process. Thank you.
Abakiso, base man, the base, young go to airport, but they were on a partner deck. Besumasa, Mania, Wanoya, Nimisuku Sana. Aman Wakisa, Wanasakwana, School Sana. Yara Figi, Ube Fana Bema, Nime, whatever again. I do what is up. Besumasa, wake then. Kingora mwenye ngoma Bensumaza kama bet Wodu ngonga manyara bajo Jaga char kama bet Wodu mira dero korto Agone thom Nano telarongo Kama gambo manenda kiel Utera Mombasa na mchumbi Atie kuviku moja Aewe zangu jo Kiwa na wasase Baba na mama Simu awa kabisa Kasi yangu hii baba yangu ndiye alikuwa akicheza ngoma. Fadhe alienda alini ache kazi yake. Ae besangu jo. Ajuma tisa kwa tumina nunga jaga jatu ngonga korto. Yawa nena nino rongo kama gambo anenda jia. Oduara jia wono gora ila mono guduringa jakomu bet muda gilange. Jakoya won midi ude let mane mubunge beno bet buda kiemono mumbo mara da kielwi oke bodo an dago war go deru kiemono go mu an jamuda da tisa bet jota uma wodo kanya ndere eta bet wudunguge ir mina dero to mai tuma janya gondo na we jope kama na makaboro bensu masa Josi mawudara era we ikono mago wudo kola Manya kotumara nagonda boruka Yuma duong nie ali nyogwang to Valentine pani e ali nyoyombe. Jatuka kot mara ne wala lorego. Bana ne wala lore nyawun kenga ramana yura nure ne wala lore. No wala lore odi nyoyombe. Ay my lover. Anyangea. Mama watoto. Bana yura nunga ne wasingorego. Nuasingore kodi nyoyombe ramana kot mara ne wasingore. Nuasingore odi nyangea. Nyakeja yuru dada ni ber monyonga nyawur kenga rambanya kotumara ni ber monyonga yuru yom monyonga nyoyombe ya yura dunga pokni anya mamana oki anya mamana monyul jawe rambanya yura baki oki anya mamana bidio vinyo Jatuka kotumara na panu dalwa manene cha rambanya nyakipita na panu dalwa mula panu dalwa manene cha yawana manya yura dunga nejo seme wasaliti walileta mambo yao rambanya kotumara jo seme jatuka mitila rangoto kuome Kada koyo chama na apani e ali nyoyombe to kada koyo chama na pani e ali nyoyombe ya kotumara ne wala lorego no la lorego di nyangia rambanya yurada ne wala lore no la lorego di nyoyombe Yana kana koyo chama na pani e ale Kingona pani e ali nyoyombe to kada koyo chana sana madam karibu abato my sister.
Thank you very much. The voting is now almost coming to a close. We just have 1 more minute and then we're done. Oh, it's closed. Oh, you can't vote anymore? Okay. So the time has come. Are you ready? The voting is closed. Okay. So just give them a few minutes to rank and tally, and rank. No problem. As we're waiting for that, it's been how many hours since you stood up? I'd like to request the audience to stand. Just stretch. Can we stretch? DJ, do you have some music that we can move to? DJ, can you give me one song that we can all dance to? Can you show our best moves? Can you move your body? I love your dancing style, the ones that are standing. Okay, move with me. Thank you to those at the front. You can move with me. Guys, left.
Right? All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. You can take your seat. Thank you. At least we've woken up. We're good to go? Not yet. Okay. Thank you. So I'd like to speak to some people who have never been in this room before. Who is attending this event for the first time? Oh, wow. It's a big crowd. A round of applause for them. I'd like to know what you've learned from this whole experience. We're almost coming to an end, and I'll just like to know, how has this experience been for you? What can you take away? I'm coming to my friend here. Yes, I'm coming to you. You know yourself.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Nicholas Wauta. I am a researcher. I'm a PhD student in Maseno, and I'm also the co-founder of Dala Integrated Aquaculture Hub that is just near the airport, where people can come and learn issues around fish farming and food production in general. I've also trained for Latis Aqua before at Kamudanga. I got the rights to brag. You know, these are bragging rights. We also, we don't get these kind of opportunities all the time. So one of the things that I've seen here is listening to the speeches and also the people who have talked, it means that there's a lot that needs still to be done, but then it means also that we all have to work together. I always like the story of somebody who was going to have a wedding the following night, and the long trouser was, I think, 3 inches longer than him. So the mother woke up in the morning, did her thing, they removed 3 inches, thinking she was helping the brother, the son. The aunt did the same, and the sister also did the same. They were doing it out of goodwill, but tomorrow, the following day, when this guy woke up, the long trouser was too short. So what was happening? Everyone was doing their own things without involving the rest, thinking they are doing their best. So they are not really trying to sabotage this guy. They are trying to help, but then they are not working together. So they end up, achieving results that they are not really desiring to achieve. So let's all work together. I think we need to do this, and next year, Dala Aqua will be the winner. Yes.
You heard it here first. We already have the winner for Best Fish Farmer 2025. Thank you so much. So we are now going to announce the Best Fish Farmer competition winners. Drum rolls. Do you have drum rolls, media team? Thank you so much. Right. Where's my phone? My apologies. Thank you so much for being patient. So at position 5, drum rolls, please. You'll come up and take. Oh, you're nervous. So at position 5, we have Ninsima Roberts. Can we give him a round of applause? Welcome. Come and take something from our lovely CEO, Winnie Oko. Photographer, please come forward. A round of applause, guys. You've done so well. Congratulations, Robert. Great job. We love what you're doing. At position 4,
At position 4, we have Mercy Chepkirui. A round of applause. The only lady who was part of the nominees. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Wow, this was close. At position 3, we have Muhammad Salim. Congratulations, Karibu. All the way from Kilifi County, and he made it to the top 3. A round of applause. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Now, the moment has come. I'd like to invite the 2 remaining nominees, Mr. Oyanda and Mr. Muasia, to the stage. A round of applause. Amazing, amazing. Beautiful moments there. So at position 2, are you ready? Position 2, we have John Muasia making Hezon Oyanda position 1, the Best Fish Farmer Competition 2024. Congratulations, John. The Best Fish Farmer Competition winner 2024 is Mr. Hezon Oyanda. Woo! A round of applause until his seat. Woo! Congratulations, sir. Thank you for the work that you do. Can dance a bit? Can we all dance a bit? Can we all celebrate? Here is the Best Fish Farmer Competition 2024, Mr. Hezon Oyanda. And we also have the Best Aquaculture Students 2024, Valentine. Oh, we know. Can we join them in the celebration?
Brayo, brayo, awuja puonj. Atoto nde tunde, nano nde tunde, nyono mos nde tunde, nano nde tunde.
Congratulations, wow. Thank you, that's a big.
Nekelo nde tunde, yinga yingo nde tunde, nde tunde, unisileu ni nde tunde, nde tunde.
Thank you very much. You can have your moment and take your own. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. We'd like to get a few words from our Best Fish Farmer winner 2024, Mr. Oyanda. Can hold this for you. Can you tell us something? How are you feeling?
I'm really very happy. First, I have to congratulate all of you inside the room. Then, foremost, I give it to God, who has participated by giving me the idea at a later age of venturing into an activity or a profession which I didn't know or study. I really thank God for that. Thirdly, I want to thank the Lattice, which has also done a great job by actually putting more effort on us in capacity building and also encouragements that we have reached the stage now. I also wish to thank the fishing fraternity, especially the Ministry of Fisheries, and the blue economy. I wish to thank fellow fishermen community, giving my more and more recognition to the first winner of the competition. George, stand up. Thanks, just come near me. Yes. Yeah, it's okay. Yes. So with George, in 2016,
2021, 2022.
No, when we actually started the archery.
2013.
2013, with him we started a society in Homa Bay called Homa Bay County Aquaculture Multipurpose Cooperative Society. He's the chairman, I'm the secretary.
And we are all winners.
And we are all winners.
You're all.
Then secondly, we were sponsored by the IFAD, the FAO, for an in-service course. It was 2 years, from 2016 to 2017, both in Homa Bay and in Central Province. We have been together. All along, we are still together with him. George, God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Mr. Hezon Oyanda.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Congratulations.
You are all my friends.
A round of applause as he leaves the stage. Let me give you back your gifts. Where's your certificates? Oh, yes. Thank you. A round of applause for yourselves for being such a great audience. Okay. Let me just calm down. Yeah?
Sorry, I'm just reminding everybody that one of our sponsors, Tunga Nutrition, is giving feed to our winners. So in addition to the prizes you're seeing on the stage, they're actually going to be supplied feed. We didn't bring it because it's so much, but it will be delivered to your farms. So congratulations to all our winners.
Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end, almost the end of the event. I'd like to thank you so much for being such a great audience. A round of applause for yourselves. I hope from this experience you've learned, you've heard, you've met people who you need to work with, you've seen the possibilities of how far you can go in this industry. I hope you're inspired by the wealth of wisdom that is in this room. And the fact that Mr. Oyanda said that he started it quite late. And I don't know what late means. Is it a certain age? But I know it's never too late. Right. So we have the How to Do Aquaculture e-learning platform, where we have all short courses that you can learn any form of aquaculture information that you need, from catfish, tilapia. Can you see a small QR code on your table? You can scan it to join. Just register and start your e-learning course. You get a certificate once you're done, which is good for your to add to your credentials. How to do aquaculture.com. It's easily accessible and it's absolutely free. Can you take a moment? Can you register? How many have already registered for the course? Can you have more? Let me give you just 2 minutes for people to register to the course. If you're having any challenges, I have my colleagues around here who can be of assistance. Yes? The QR code. Can you please project the QR code? There's also a small card on your table that you can use that has the QR code. Pardon? The QR code, yeah. It's not there. Can someone please assist? All right. We can continue after we've done with the event. While you're networking, you can meet some of my colleagues who are going to help you join the platform. So I'd like to request us to stand so that we can do the national anthem as we end this event. Thank you very much for taking your time to attend this event on a Friday afternoon. If you should be going back home to hang out with your families, but you chose to come here and learn and network and celebrate with us. Congratulations to the winners of today, the Best Fish Farmer Competition winner, Mr. Hezron Oyanda. The best aquaculture student, Mr. Valentine Ovino. Again, I'm sorry that I thought this is a girl's name. All right, the national anthem, please. Of applause. Thank you very much. This is the end. We have some tea for you before you leave. And, okay. And I'd like to call forward our Lattice team so that you can take a group photo. We also have a photo booth outside with our backdrop. Please don't leave without taking a picture and posting on your social media platforms. Please tag Lattice, hashtag BFFC 2024. Thank you, team. I've been your host, Lydia Oguyo. It's been a privilege. You're also invited to take a group photo at the front. Everyone is invited after we do the sponsor group photo. Lattice team, please. Photographer? Okay, great. Just put it on the side. Just put it on no, leave it there so that you can capture it. Thank you to the online audience as well.
Tusimbo chako tumo mina nyangu ono Ondi maiwe Banyaya Warugi kero chuna manyi wendo Mamina miola Yudi kanye nyathi mage noringo.
Merilinda Auma, Wapivet Okelo Moses.
Ngoma manyo wendo nyathi mahero masena.
DJ Naf the Baddest, Salemia Technique.
Donge weche ringe onyarundo. Era chendo pile kamano. Yangima weche ringe onyarundo. Era chendo pile. Ibana temango kingena eri nando. Oyuro doyo maro.
Ken Harris Okutu.
Asika wuthenda obela manyi gitienda gimionge. Yangoma paro chando mina tieno leot obela manyi nadi kai.
Oliver Ja British, Budaero.
Yangoma paro nego mina tieno leot obela manyi nadi kai. Sando chunya Aleo giera yuro doyo marwa. Bibine ogwela Shimejina Ugiye waro Kisumu Ateri bayo Ndateri chamongege Atwechio Minwenge nidwari dala Uwete bao Nadundo tindi lala kanya Naduse Jabera timi na jokwaruna Kiyonge Yangomo siko uma uma Binena rabelinge na benda dano Bilima kalandinge na benda gombo
Nick Ongoro Mheshimiwa, Fondweno Foundation.
Everyone is welcome to come in the front to take a photo. Please, everyone, you're welcome to come to stage to take a photo.
Yangomo chomo god tunewa moto kodi Umbe ipulgi baba tunewa tedo kodi Nyulio kelo koko toneno gowa kodi
Iko Embassy Wines.
Sipo choko bura tonewa gowa kodi Seme bendo luoro tonegi semo kodi Anyulo goyo bura tonegi riemba kodi Yodongo choko bura toneno chodwa kodi
Everyone, let's go on stage for a group photo. Everyone. Later on, we have more time for everybody to take photos. Please, great. Gather together for a group photo. Group photo.
Kiyonge Yangomo siko uma uma Binena rabelinge na benda dano Bilima kalandinge na benda gombo Tera de amekisumu Pacho